This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who are the leaders of the nation of Israel today, if you can receive it. And shalom to the elect, as well as the hopeful elect, out there pushing his truth and sincerity and meekness without wavering. And shalom to the Israelite foreigner, the speckled bird that's scattered amongst the heathen that look like the heathen. This is your brother Aishayar from the GMS Cleveland Church, coming back to the lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And I pray and hope that this lesson is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. All right, and as you see on the screen, which was this video was released a couple days ago. It says what? And a couple days ago there was a leak. Okay, with the Pentagon. Okay, which is basically where America. Okay, the whore that's talked about in Bible in Revelation. Okay, the Pentagon is where most this Esau Edom's the so-called white man is the Pentagon is his military it's basically his right hand. It's like his military. Okay, well it is his military. The Pentagon, they have a lot of information. And, they spy on the people, right? Pentagon, the CIA, all these law enforcement agencies or what his task force, his minions. Okay, all they do, especially the Pentagon, is they they get intel from their domestics, domestic and abroad, man. Okay, what every base in America and in the world reports back to the Pentagon, man. All right. Now there's been a leak. Okay, and that leak that has been which a leak means a document that's been exposed to the public. It reveals a lot of information on what these Babylonians, these Edomites, these so-called white people, okay, are doing worldwide, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read this again. Then we're gonna hop right into the video. It says Habakkuk 2 and 16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory." So the Lord is He's removing uh 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 He's removing Esau Edom's glory, man. And this information is about to reveal what He's doing. Okay, behind closed doors, man. And his agenda, man. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory." Right? Meaning what? Instead of being it says for glory, instead it says thou art filled with shame for glory, instead of, right, meaning you, instead of glory, you're being shamed, man. Right? It says drink thou also, right, let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, right, which is what, these curses. And also you can get those curses in the book of Deuteronomy 28:15 on down. Okay, the Lord say we'll put all these curses on our enemies, according to Deuteronomy 30:7. That's what we see going on, man. All right, the Lord is making this man bear. It says, the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, man. Utter shame, man. And let's hop right into it, man. Because we're rejoicing in these things, man. In the book of Sirach, 25th chapter, it says, let's get that real quick. All right. Do I have my other scroll? Nope. Give me 1 second. I currently have my laptop. Um, this is the book, Sirach, chapter, I think it's 25. And I'm going to go to verse 7. It says, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy." Right? And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, man. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the fall of Esau, Edom, our wicked, evil twin brother. He's going down fast, man. Yahushua said in Luke 10th chapter, he said, "Behold, I seen Satan falling like as lightning, man. And this man's downfall is quick. Okay, it's coming real quick, man." Yahushua said, "In 1 hour shall Babylon be basically desolate, man." All right, but before that happens, uh, he has to be exposed for as the man of sin, man, and that's what you see going on. All right, so let's hop right into it.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The Justice Department has launched a criminal investigation into a recent leak of highly classified Pentagon intelligence documents about the war in Ukraine, as well as Russian and U.S. spying on not only the U.S. spying on its adversaries, but spying on its allies, like Israel, like South Korea, like Ukraine. Over the past month or...
See, if you have an ally, you want to treat him like that's Esau Edom is basically treating everybody as an enemy. Right? What's that? Let's get that, man. Because what he's doing, he's coming to him peacefully, right? Let's get that. He will put thee in hope, right? And that's what he's doing to these nations. He's coming with the fake salvation, right? Everybody follow me. You know, I have the way, I have the key, right? But he's really using you for his own purpose, man. All right. This is the book of Sirach 13:4. It says, "If thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee." Esau Edom is an enabler, man. He's an opportunist, man. He's an opportunist. Man, he any advantage, any opening, he gonna take it, man. All right. It says, "If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it, man." Yeah, it's God's fucking user, man. Okay. It says, if he have need if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak fair, he will speak thee fair and say, "What one is thou?" And that's how this man comes. He comes to you peaceably. Okay, he's a cunning hunter, man. Hunter is also synonymous with deceiver, man. All right, and this is what this man does. He sit back and he treats everybody as a prey, man. Because that's his outlook. He's a hunter, man, according to Genesis 25th chapter. So everybody is on his we just gonna say it, to kill list, man. Because what did the Georgia Guidestones say? They wanted only 500 million people, man. And that's what this man's all about. He don't care if it's his own people, he don't care if it's his friends or his allies, man. All right, everybody is being used for one purpose for these devils, man. All right, and that's to push forth their agenda, which is having everybody see him, man. All right, let's get back into it.
More. The leaked documents have been appearing online on the chat service Discord and on the messaging app Telegram. Many appear to be photographs of slides prepared for a briefing. It appears the Pentagon wasn't aware of the leak until last week. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby spoke Monday.
We don't know who's responsible for this, and we don't know if they have more that.
And these devils, see, this is what see, he tries to come like he doesn't know what happens, but the thing is, this is how these devils work. They set up, they do secret, they have how do I say that, agents, agent provocateurs which go around and do the bidding of the elites, and then they try to play it off like they don't know what's going on, man. All right, they may not, because the elites look at everybody else's pawns, but some of these people are juiced in and they know what's going on, man. I believe this guy's a small hat, all right, and I'm pretty sure he knows what's going on, man. Right, and never trust the devil, man. All right, if he says something, do the opposite, man. All right.
They intend to post. So we're watching this and monitoring it as best we can. But the truth and the honest answer to your question is we don't know. And is that a matter of concern to us? You're darn right it is.
While the documents appear to be real, U.S. officials say some have been doctored. Concerning the war in Ukraine, the leaked documents suggest Ukraine has little chance of militarily defeating Russia. One document from February predicted that Ukraine's, quote, ability to provide medium-range air defense to protect the front lines will be completely reduced by May 23rd. The leaked documents also predicted the fighting between Ukraine and Russia in the Donbas region, quote, is likely heading toward a stalemate. Another document indicates members of Ukraine's security services were responsible for sabotaging a Russian plane inside Belarus in late February. The documents also appear to indicate U.S. intelligence agencies had deeply penetrated the Russian military, giving the Biden administration internal information about Russian war plans in Ukraine, as well as operational plans for the private mercenary group Wagner in Africa. The Washington Post reports one leaked document reveals the Wagner group sought to purchase arms from Turkey, a NATO ally. Documents also show that Egypt, a close U.S. ally, secretly planned to produce 40,000 rockets for Russia. The leak.
You see, hey, look, this Esau knows this, right? He knows that everybody is going to trade on him, man. All right, this man is, I just this devil is he's a retard, man. All right, he knows that they're going to trade on him. He still continues to do what he does, man. But that's the pride, man. All right, this devil is not going to stop until he fulfills his heart's desires, man. All right, but notice his allies, right? Egypt is turning on him, man, sending 40,000 rockets to Russia. Let's rewind that.
Private mercenary group Wagner in Africa. The Washington Post reports one leaked document reveals the Wagner group sought to purchase arms from Turkey, a NATO ally. Documents also show that Egypt, a close U.S. ally, secretly planned to produce 40,000 rockets for Russia. The leak of the documents has also revealed how the United States spied on its own allies. One leaked Pentagon memo alleges that the Mossad, Israel's spy agency, had encouraged Israelis to take part in the massive protests against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's plan to gut the Israeli judiciary. Many of the documents are based on information gathered by some of the most secret wings of the U.S. intelligence community, including National Reconnaissance Office, the NRO, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, the State Department's Bureau of Intelligence and Research, the Pentagon's DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, and the National Security Agency, the NSA. We go now to Washington, D.C., where we're joined by James Bamford, longtime investigative journalist and author focused on the intelligence community. In 1982, he published The Puzzle Palace, the first book exposing the inner workings of the NSA, the National Security Agency. His latest book, just out, is called Spy Fail: Foreign Spies, Moles, Saboteurs, and the Collapse of America's Counterintelligence. Jim, welcome back to Democracy Now! It's great to have you with us again. Why don't you just start off by, as you evaluate what has been released, this intelligence, if it's real, and by all accounts it looks real, of the U.S. spying on adversaries and allies, talk about what's most significant and where these documents are from.
Well, in terms of significance, I think the most significant outcome of this is danger that we may lose actual human beings in Russia, because a lot of the documents indicate that we have collected information from the inner workings of the Russian government, the intelligence services, and the.
You see, this Esau, man. This guy has he has he has spies everywhere, man. All right, what is that? Let's grab that. Get that real quick. All right. This is the book of Psalms 37 and 35. It says, I have seen the wicked in great power. Right, that wicked is talking about Esau, Edom, Malachi 1 verse 4. All right. This man is the wicked, Job 9:24, man. All right. And this man, he's in great power. Who's ruling the world, man? Okay. It says, I have seen the wicked in great power and military force. You know that, be able to go abroad, okay, by ship, by ship and sea, or plane in the skies, man. Or Esau, Edom is all around the world, man. It says, I have seen the wicked in great power doing whatever he want to do, man. He's blessed with that sword, right? It says, and spreading himself like a green bay tree, man. All right. Now, if you ever paid attention to a green bay tree, right? What does it look like? Okay, you can Google it. All right. It spreads. Well, Yahweh Shah said, remember the parable of the tree? The parable of When you see all these things come to pass, there, what does a Green Bay tree do? It spreads open, man. All right, it shoots out, man, and that's what you see Esau Edom doing. Where is he shooting out from? America, okay, especially from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, man. But more, really Mount Seir, okay, because that's where he comes from, Mount Seir. Okay, you can also look up Petra, Jordan. Okay, this man has been all around the world, right? Like that Biggie song. Yeah, that's how Esau is. He's all around the fucking world, man. Cause he's a fugitive and a vagabond trying to hide himself among the nations, man. Okay, but those you have speckled birds. That's Edomites. You know, Esau Edom has speckled birds, tares. You know, some look like Negroes, some look like Arabs. This man, hey, he has agent provocateurs that come in different shapes and colors and sizes, man. All right, and he uses them for one reason, and that's to push forth his agenda. All right, let's go. Let's go back into it.
The military. So there are people that may be giving us information, and now that these documents have come out, it gives the Russians an opportunity to do a mole hunt, to hunt for people who are giving that information away. As a matter of fact, officials told the New York Times and the Washington Post that the revelations might lead Russian mole hunters to the doorsteps of American spies in their ranks, and that's the problem. The problem is that when these type of documents leak, and especially
No, this is currently this is a war that's going on. America's in war, man. We're in the midst of World War III, and Esau Edom is suffering from wounds already, man. All right, and he hasn't even been attacked yet, man. Right? When I say he's suffering wounds, what? A lot of information is being revealed. Okay, this man, it says, let's get that, man. All right, this is the book, Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt, which is America, okay? Because what does Egypt represent? Bondage, right? And where the children of Israel are today in America in bondage. You Negroes, Latinos, and Seminole Native American Indians, man. It says, and they have caused Egypt to err, meaning make a mistake, okay, in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So Esau, he's not able to his power, his hegemony is being uh destroyed, man. All right, it says as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, meaning he's losing control. He's unstable. He's out of his he's off his rocker, man. All right, and this is a downfall of an empire, man. All right, let's get back into it.
during a period of war, there's dire consequences that can happen to the people who are helping the U.S. by giving them information.
And again, talk about these agencies that people may not be aware of. You are the expert on the NSA, many times larger than the CIA, the National Security Agency. But then you have the National Reconnaissance Office, you have the Defense Intelligence Agency. So who is getting a hold of these? And also talk about the platforms that they're being released on. Discord is what, for gamers? And then talk about Telegram.
Well, in terms of the agencies, there's a potpourri of documents that give extremely detailed information about all these agencies. The NSA, for example, eavesdrops around the world. The documents that were picked up are the documents that were released dealing with Mossad in Israel. That came from eavesdropping, from NSA eavesdropping on
eavesdropping, man. All right, meaning he has his spy agencies are gathering intel from all other nations. So if you're an ally of this guy, would you not feel betrayed? Would you not be like, damn, what is this? What is he getting information on me for? I thought this guy, he's my friend. Well, what did we read in Ecclesiasticus the 13th chapter? He will use thee via if you have profit, man. But if not, he's just gonna do away with you, man. All right, he's an enabler, man. He's a user. He's a freeloader, right? He's a niggard, man. All right, this man's a parasite, man. All right, and these nations are gonna betray him, not betray him, but act upon, because it's called double crossing, right? This is what Esau Edom is doing. He's double crossing these nations, man. Right, and that's an offense, man. People take that serious, man. Even on a low level, if Jake you know, say for instance, you see these movies like Den of Thieves, right? What was that whole movie about? What did Ice Cube's son do? He double crossed, he double crossed his own friends, meaning he set them up, right? And just let's get the double cross. Let's see what that. Let's look that up, man. All right, double cross means to deceive or betray a person with whom one is supposedly cooperating, right? Let's see what the slang means. You know, you gotta break it down for Jake. It says, beguile, betray, bluff, cheat, con. Con, like con artist. That's what Esau Edom is. He's a fucking con artist, man. Right? They have it in a Webster. Let's see what this says. Double cross means an act of winning or trying to win a fight or match after agreeing to lose it. An act or betraying or cheating. An act of betraying or cheating an associate. Yeah, and that's what's going on, man. All right, now this is and this is what you're doing to your allies, man. Scriptures talk about friends, man. See if I can find something on that, right? Because a friend is someone you can depend on, man, right? Like Yahushua could depend on his disciples. Those are he said ye are my friends, man, right? But what does Esau Edom do to his friends, man? He uses their ass, man. Let's find a couple scriptures on that, right? Let's go to the Apocrypha. This is the book. Oh, this is a good one. Give me 1 second. Um, where is it? The Apocrypha. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 6:1. It says, instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach. Even so shall the sinner that hath a double tongue. Now in the GNT it says, and do not be an enemy when you shall be a friend, right? And you should be a friend right now to these other nations, Esau. Okay, you see Russia, China, the BRICS nations, okay, and other nations that are about to join the BRICS are gathering against you. So why would you gather intel on your allies, man? It's not what a friend should do. It says a bad reputation brings you the disgrace that lying sinners deserve, man. And that bad reputation is upon you. Shameful spewing is on your glory, man. It says a bad reputation brings you the disgrace that lying sinners deserve. So you deserve this shit, man. And you truly do, right? Because we see what you do when you're in the ruler seat, man. Okay, you're uncontrollable, man. You're a beast. Just going about doing what you want to do, man. It says It says, "Do not let your passions carry you away." Yeah, that MOTB, that NWO, don't let that carry you away, man. It says this can tear your soul to pieces like a bull, man, and we see it. Okay, uh, the nations. Oh, you have other nations starting their own CBDCs and their own payment SWIFT systems, man. Okay, outside of the Edomite nations, man. Hey, these nations is about to do away with you Edomites, man. Especially when the Israelites uh get the dominion, man. All right, you gonna be truly done away with, man. You gonna wish uh that a heathen, a heathen was ruling over you, man. It says it says you will be left like a dead tree without any leaves or fruit. Evil desire will destroy you and make you a joke to your enemies, man. And this man's a damn joke, man. All right, and we see it. He's not able to sustain his hegemony, man. He's not able to keep everything in order. Okay, you have a so-called 21-year-old spy, who's released information, which is on certain platforms, which Esau Edom did that, Age of Provocateurs, and that's really to just bring in the Restrict Act. If you don't know what that is, check that out. But they basically want to restrict information that you could put out, and information you could see on the internet, and that's what this is all about. Pushing forth for a digital ID to get on the internet, man. All right, so let's get back into it.
On the communications of Mossad. So then you have the National Reconnaissance Office. They're in charge of putting spy satellites in orbit. The National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, which analyzes the imagery. Again, that information also came out in these documents because there's documents that show how we were able to collect information by satellite. So there's a wealth of what they call sources and methods, both human and technical, that were released by the documents. Now, strangely, mostly documents that are leaked appear in major news organizations, the New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, whatever. They never appear on gaming platforms, so this is a first for that. It's hard to say why any of this stuff is appearing or why it's appearing on those platforms. Usually there's 3 reasons for spying. That was one of the reasons I wrote Spyfield, because there are so many spies out there that the U.S. never ends up catching. And there's 3 main reasons. One is money, obviously. Most spies want to sell secrets for money. Another is ideological. They want to help a foreign government. They don't care much about money. And the third reason is basically the thrill or else anger. So that could be the reason that these documents were released. The third reason, anger. Somebody was angry and they decided that they're just going to put these documents on whatever.
We're going to get in the next video. All right. And let's see what Kim. She does good art, good video clips. She's kind of so-called woke. Right? Let's check this out. I got a list of other videos. Probably won't get to them right now. But Lord, what I can get to them later. Let's check this out. Because the famine of the word is coming, man. All right. This is why it says, watch out for increased security state crackdown on internet after Discord Pentagon leaker found, man. Right? And why do they want to do away with the internet? It's because of this word, man. All right, it's because of the truth of the Bible that's being pushed out, man. The true doctrine that was sent on high from Yahweh down to Yahweh Shah. All right, to the elect, okay, to the elect, the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and their elders, man. All right, and this is why Esau is gonna do away with it, man. All right, because it reveals too much information, man. You even have a president, I think it was Theodore Franklin Roosevelt, that says a thorough understanding of the Bible is better than a college education. Right? And it truly is, man. All right. This information is it's high level information, man. And it reveals the truth of the world, how it was established. It gives you past, present, and future prophecies, man. All right. And this is his enemy, man. And he has to do away with this, okay? Because if not, his rulership will come to an end, man. But there's nothing you can do about it, man. Let's grab that. All right. Then we gonna get the video. Grab a couple more presets, and I'm gonna close out. This is the book of Acts, chapter 5. All right. And I'm gonna start at 38. It says, "Now I say unto you, refrain from these men." Talking about who was it? Peter. The apostles, right? They were taken in prison, and they had to come in front of the council. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men." Refrain meaning what? Keep away, and let them alone. Right? This is Gamaliel standing up for the apostles, man. Right? It says, "For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught." Meaning, if it's of man, we have nothing to worry about. All right? It's going to destroy its own self. But if it be of the Most High, whose name is Yahweh, right? Ye cannot overthrow it. So you can't do anything, overthrow anything that the Lord has set up, man. All right? Lest happily you be found even to fight against the Most High. Because if you try to tear down. You can't fight against the Most High, man. Okay, don't you understand that you're a vessel to Esau, man, fitted for destruction? This is your role to do these things, man. You're playing out you're fulfilling prophecy, man. And when this famine of the word hits, okay, I'm not sure. We're not sure how it happens. I believe it to be an EMP, right? Or they could bring in laws, man. Okay, but when it happens, man, uh, this is gonna shake up the nation, man, especially the nation of Israel, all right? So let's check this video out.
Hello and welcome to the Kim Iverson Show. The alleged leaker of the Pentagon documents has been arrested and will be charged under the Espionage Act. Who is he? Well, his name is Jack Teixeira. He's a 21-year-old Air National Guardsman in the 102nd Intelligence Wing of the Massachusetts Air National Guard. His official job is Cyber Transport Systems Journeyman. And according to the Air Force, cyber transport systems specialists are tasked with making sure the vast global communications network is operating properly. So how did he get the documents? Well, we still don't know. The documents were top secret classified, but according to the Air Force, someone in his job position could have been given top secret access. His job was to maintain these cyber transport systems, which is the transfer of documents from one place, I guess, cyberly to another. So maybe he intercepted them, maybe he was given access to them, maybe the documents were handled about as carefully as the classified docs found in Joe Biden's garage. So how was he found? Well, supposedly it was the New York Times that actually figured out who he was, and I assume they gave him up to the authorities. They claimed that they followed a digital trail that he left behind, and then they were able to name him before the FBI. So how were they able to do it? Well, Jack is the leader of a small online gaming chat group called Thug Shaker Central that had about 20 to 30 users, mostly teens, mostly American, but some reportedly are foreigners. Now, Jack Teixeira was the leader of the group, the associates from the group said when they were asked. He apparently wanted all of his followers in the group to care more about foreign policy, or he wanted to gain clout. So that's why he started posting the documents. Now, apparently, the New York Times figured out it was Jack by looking at the photos of the Pentagon documents and then looking through the other photos that he posted on his site, on the Discord site, and then matched up the backgrounds. He apparently posted pics of him at home, and the countertops matched, as you can see there. And so these photos and the fact that he's one of the older users in the group with a military job and a military job that could possibly have access to these materials, it led them to Jack Teixeira. Some people apparently in the Discord group knew exactly what his name was and where he was located because there was enough trust in this small group that they shared these types of personal details. So it wasn't being very careful there. Now, apparently there was then enough evidence for the FBI to arrest him after the New York Times investigation. Now, the Washington Post did an interview with one of the young members in the group, and this is what he had to say about Jack.
Would not call OG a whistleblower in the slightest. I don't think that there was a goal nor some sort of accomplishment that he was looking for in sharing these documents. Of course, there's some anti-government sentiment, but that's not unlike most right-wingers in the modern day and age. OG was not hostile to the U.S. government. However, he had disagreed with several occasions, such as Waco and Ruby Ridge, and thought that the government is overreaching in several aspects. There was no heavy Snowden-like conspiracy here, like some people may believe. People were reading them, and they were not commenting on them. They were just sitting there. I want to keep OG's identity secret because I still care for him like he's a family member. He is not a Russian operative. He is not a Ukrainian operative. I'll go as far to say he's not even on the east side of the world. Any claims that he is a Russian operative or pro-Russian is categorically false. He is not interested in helping any foreign agencies with their attack on the U.S. or other countries. He was a young, charismatic man who loved nature, God, who loved shooting guns.
You see, now he said God, and there's an attack on anybody who believes in any God. Okay, you have Esau. You had that transformer shooter that went to the school and shot up them people. And they tried to say, basically the the motherfucker turned crazy. Excuse my language, because it's the parents, the child was real religious or something like that. Okay, but you see, they really haven't demonized the shooter, man. They're demonizing those who believe, who have a religion, okay, and those who believe in some sort of higher power, man. Okay, but notice how he said, he's not, uh, basically not, he's not a cooperative of any other nation. He's just doing this just cause, and that's how Esau's gonna come at us. He's gonna come at us like we're agents. We're working for certain nations and stuff like that. It's not gonna stick, man. All right, because if we're the elect, or when we are that number, right, our sins are already covered, right? We shall be saved through wrath, from wrath through Yahweh Shah, right? And nothing's gonna stick to us either in that day, because Esau, he's an accuser, man. Right? He's a slanderer. He's gonna bring up false accusations upon the elect, but they're not gonna stick, man. All right, and we see this coming. We see this happening, man. And these things can happen real soon. Let's get back into it.
And racing cars. He did have sort of a bossy attitude at some points, but it was more of a fatherly bossy. He did see himself as the leader of this group, and he was the leader of this group. And he wanted us all to be sort of super soldiers to some degree, informed, fit, with God, well-armed, stuff like that. It would appear as if he sort of grew angry with the fact that only one or two people were paying attention to these documents that he was pouring his heart out into. And as a sign of just anger, he just decided to post the full documents. He was a very smart man. There's no way in any world that he would not know that he knew that these were illegal.
Okay, so that was one of the associates apparently from the group. Clearly, that one saying, well, I don't want to give up his name, but somebody did apparently, or somebody apparently must have, or maybe he was really sloppy online. Not really sure exactly what information New York Times ended up getting to fully identify Jack Teixeira. But, listen, it looks like this kid was just posting the docs to gain clout in his little group. But you can bet the security state is going to spin this to gain something. They're going to try to link.
See, because they have something called Hegelian dialectic, meaning as above, so below, meaning they cause these black swan events, like random events that basically uh one in a lifetime events that can cause major chaos, right? Major destructuring, right? A black swan event. And what does he do? He brings in harsh laws. That's as above, so below. All right. Problem, reaction, solution. That's how these devils work, man. And the solution to this leak is gonna be what, man? All right. Internet restrictions, man.
Possibly to Russia, saying that, well, he wasn't the one that got these classified documents. Somebody in Russia gave them to him. And of course, they would use that narrative to continue the proxy war with more weapons and more money. They could be using, they could try, as you listen to that young man say, God, guns, they're clearly going to paint him as a right winger. They're going to try to paint this as right wing terrorists, or more specifically, they might say, oh, he was MAGA. He was totally MAGA. We found a MAGA hat. MAGA people need to be cracked down on. They're terrorists. These are the types of things they do. They expose state secrets. They could use this to crack down on the internet, which I think we'll see a lot of that. He posted these on Discord. It's one of those sites that is not really approved by the powers that be, and they would love nothing more but to shut it down. They view it as sort of a 4chan or 8chan or Twitter. So that they're going to be using this 21-year-old Jack Teixeira. They're going to be using him as a means to expand the security state in one way or another. Now, they're saying that Jack is not a whistleblower. But the documents he published were, in fact, of whistleblower quality. They contained information about the U.S. spying on its allies and truths about the war in Ukraine that are not being told by the media or the government. But rather than report on these important revelations, what's the media doing? Well, they're just going to continue to do what they were told, which is not report on the documents. You saw in the New York Times, you saw in that photograph we have of the countertops, or how they matched up the countertops. That photograph there, see the document? That's one of the classified Pentagon documents. What did they do? They blurred it out so that we can't read it. Because if you remember on Monday, John Kirby told reporters not to report on the Pentagon documents. I think we have that clip.
Again, without confirming the validity of the documents, this is information that has no business in the public domain. It has no business, if you don't mind me saying, on the pages of front pages of newspapers or on television. It is not intended for.
Esau, hey man, he's upset, man. He's like, his back is against the wall now. Everybody, he's seeing him as a damn demon, man. Untrustworthy, man. Right? That man is sin being revealed, man. Right? We're in that time, and we're just waiting on these nations, for all of them to wake up and basically shoot missiles at this fucking place, man. All right? Because that's before that happens, it's going that tiny technology, right? That MOTB. Revelation 13 and 16 is gonna have to be implemented first, man. All right, so we're waiting on these three prophecies, famine of the word, okay, the sea hip, then the nuclear destruction, okay. But yeah, these devils are scrambling, man. All right, it shouldn't be on the newspapers. It should, why, man? Because you're trying to hide yourself, man. All right. It says, let's get that. This is the book of Jeremiah 47. No, not 47, 49. And 10. Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, right? All your history, your secret counsels, right? The Lord is revealing that, okay? And he shall not be able to hide himself. You being exposed. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, man. Yeah, he is no more, man. Right, and that's it's gonna come when the elect, right, uh they grab up the elites and put them in shackles, man. Right, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, man. Yeah, he is not, meaning he's gonna be done away with soon, man. All right, get back into it.
Consumption, and it should not be out there.
This is an insane request for government to tell journalists not to report on something, especially something that, by the way, countered the narrative of what the government's been telling us, of what mainstream media has been telling us, the lies that we've been fed. These documents show otherwise. These documents show spying on allies, but don't report on that. Don't report on that. This is not for the public. Our lies are for us to know and not for you to find out about, so don't say anything about it. So this is an insane request for government to be asking this of journalists. But what's even more insane is that news organizations actually did what they were told. Watch this.
Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin, live at the Pentagon this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Dana. The revelations have sent shockwaves through the Pentagon and the national security establishment, and sources tell me could be worse than the Edward Snowden leak because of the real-time effect on allies, their trust, and the war in Ukraine. Fox News has agreed, along with other news organizations, not to publish the leaked, highly classified documents, which were discovered last week. Details about the scope and...
See, now, it's already done with, man. All right, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, man. You know, this place is getting wounded daily, man, from the economic structure, economic facet, the agriculture facet, even the Lord is destroying this place with the weather, man. You just had fucking Fort Lauderdale just fucking flooded, man. Esau Edom is being made bare. He's being wounded, man. And they're trying to cover things up like he has everything under control, man. You're losing it, Esau, man, and you see it. All right, I know it's hard for you, man, but uh, you have to be removed from that position, man. And the Lord is gonna set up one that's profitable, man, which is Yahweh Shah.
scale of the leak remains sparse.
You hear that? Fox News, as well as other media outlets, have agreed to not publish these documents. You've got to be kidding me. Journalists are supposed to hold power to account. But instead, media has become completely infiltrated by CIA assets, which we...
You see, CIA assets is on your modern day your mainstream media, man, showing you that they control a narrative. But as far as YouTube, they can't control a narrative on there, man. This is what they want to do. This is why that leak happened, man. So they can crack down on all social platforms, man. All right, let's get back into it. Then we're gonna close out.
Go deeper into the evidence of that on another show. But whether they're government assets or not, what we know is media is not only withholding information from the American people on behalf of the government, but now it appears they're actually conducting investigations on behalf of the authorities as well. Now, if Jack is convicted under the Espionage Act, he's likely to be sentenced to several years in prison. However, some on social media I've seen want a heavier sentence. They want perhaps life in prison, claiming he's a traitor to the country. Now, I understand classified information should remain classified, and I can respect it theoretically that it shouldn't be leaked, especially by those in these positions whom we trust with these types of government documents. But I think a larger discussion needs to be had. Because as we've seen from the leaks by Chelsea Manning and Edward Snowden, the real victims are the American people who are being lied to by our government. Who are the real traitors? The Americans who expose the fact our government feeds us false information to keep us in these endless wars, torturing prisoners, spying on us? Or is the real traitor our government for doing all of these things and lying to us about it?
Hey, she's right, man. Esau Edom's media. So you go into that word media, it goes back to a Greek god, right? Which is able to basically control the minds of the people, right? This is what the news and the mainstream media and your TV does, man. But where a lot of people are starting to wake up, if you can check the statistics, you know, people who don't watch cable no more and CNN and Fox News, a lot of people have, the ratings have been declining, man, and everybody has been going to streaming platforms and YouTube, man. All right, to get the real news, man. And you only gonna get the real news from the men of the Lord, man. All right, starting with the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and the men that subscribe to the true doctrine, man. So I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna close out. This is the book of this is the book of Jeremiah, Isaiah 45. I mean, it's like 47 and 9. I mean 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee. Meaning what? Perverted meaning have led thee astray. Okay. And this is what your wisdom has done, man. You have not upheld to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Now what's happening? You're losing it, man. Okay, your mind is, the elites are not sleeping at night, man. All right, because they're losing control of the cattle, man. Because that's how they look at us. Look at us as cattle, man. And uh, you have certain sheep that's leaving the flock and getting certain eating off another field, man. Okay, meaning what? They're not trusting in Esau Edom's info, man. Okay, not the one that's given by the government or the CIA, man. Okay, they're going to average Joes that you see on the internet, like this lady, man. Okay, even the guy Neil McCoy Ward, if I think that's his name. He reveals a lot of information, man. All right, this is where you're gonna get your real info from, man. Mainly the prophets, man, because we're able to link these things to biblical prophecy, man. All right, this is Isaiah 49 and 10, 47 and 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Yeah, and that's why he gets info on his allies, man. That's his mindset, because he has said in his heart, what? I am and none else beside me. Meaning I'm using you people. All right, you serving you have one purpose, and that's to serve me. All right, that's his attitude. It says, therefore, right, shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and and the evil is rising upon this devil, man. And this is why he's scrambling, man. He doesn't know where it's coming from, man. It says, and mischief shall fall upon thee, right? Mischief meaning it says trouble shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. Right? You're not gonna be able to put this off, man. You're not gonna be able to cover it, right? And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Yeah, that's nuclear missiles, man. It says thou shalt not know. Why? Because America has no missile defense system. And that's when the day of the Lord is going to come upon you as a thief in the night, man. It says, stand now with thine enchantments, right? And with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee, man. But there are no all your secret counsels, those who you turn to get wisdom. They're not going to be able to save you. All right, Esau. This is why you're losing control, man. All right, America is circling the drain. All right, meaning it's on its way out of here, man. And these are the steps to empire that's falling, man. Okay, information leaks, high inflation, okay, famine, okay, chemical attacks on the people, right? This is the downfall of an empire, man, and we're glad to see it, man. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna close out. Lord willing, this is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. Salaki falls all over the place. Once again, I hope this was edifying to one of the Lord's elect. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Kwam Yashala Shalom.